Rethink, Reimagine, and Redesign, Shark Tank style. Where high school educators in the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School District seek an investment to help redesign their classrooms to prepare and teach today's youth for their brightest futures possible. The teacher who can pitch the strongest plan of action for what they would do with this opportunity will be awarded an entirely new furnished classroom from VS America. But who are the judges? Let's meet them. First, meet Leila Stanley. She's the curriculum coordinator for South Learning Community for Charlotte-Mecklenburg Schools and is responsible for supervising instruction for over 35 schools.
Our kids need dynamic instructional spaces, and active learning, stimulates the brain, it stimulates the body, it helps solidify true instruction. You need to be able to modify your classroom in an instant, and I think the furniture here will allow for that.
Next, meet David Stubbs. He owns the educational consulting firm Cultural Shift and created the company after serving as the head of facilities for Athens, Clark County, Georgia.
Furniture actually becomes the tool. To me, it's not looked at as a desk anymore. It's a resource. And so how do I adapt these resources when I need them at specific points in time? And can I actually permit them to change over maybe even a class period or maybe within a few minutes?
Finally, meet David Jessup. He's the Training and Innovation Program Manager for the City of Charlotte, and he works to help support youth as they prepare and explore for their professional futures.
I am excited to hear from teachers who are passionate about the work that they're doing and believe that their environment can predict or help predict some positive outcomes for kids.
Our first teacher is Melissa Johnson. She teaches American II Social Studies at North Mecklenburg High School.
In order to have a positive learning experience for students, I feel like we need to mimic what we're expecting them to do in the real world. So that's a lot of collaboration and critical thinking. And with flexible seating, you can give that sense of empowerment and ownership of the classroom. I wanted to make sure that it's about co-creation because it's not about me. It's about the students. It's about everybody that's included in that village, and that our environment should match our application of education. Where are we trying to get them, and what are we trying to help them do and achieve? My first period is 42 students, which is pretty normal for me, but my classroom size is maybe made for 30 or less. My other class sizes go down to 36 and 34. So the ability to move tables, adjust the seating for the appropriate amount of students, and open up space would be good, but then to be able to have that class of 42 feel comfortable. We have a lot of diversity in our school, so I feel like the furniture would help match that diversity with academics and personalities.
Next up, our second teacher, John Maria Ramseur. She teaches civics and economics at Mallard Creek High School.
A flexible learning environment impacts positive student learning and personalized learning because it allows the students to, I think, own their learning by pushing the limits of their space, by being more comfortable in the classroom so that they can be engaged. I have a lot of big, bulky furniture in my room. So I don't think it's conducive to my kids' learning because I'm not allowed to do like a lot of things that or a lot of lessons and strategies that I really would want to do because of all of this bulky furniture that's in my room. The way I could solve this problem is if I could use the Shift Plus furniture. I could actually use the thumbprint tables instead of these. The way that they disassemble is so easy. I could like transform my whole room in like a matter of minutes so that I could have more space in here to actually do active, engaging things with them.
And finally, our last teacher, Melanie Collins Small. She teaches English at Philip O'Berry Academy of Technology.
Between the desks that move up and down, between the bookshelf that can become a whiteboard and the table that can adjust, I was hooked. A flexible learning environment would positively impact students because it allows them the opportunity to explore what works best for them. As adults, I think we have a lot of say-so in how we work and what environments we work best in, but we don't give our students or our children the same opportunities. In secondary classrooms, students vary in shapes and sizes. It's safe to assume that no elementary student is walking or towering in at 6 feet. It's also safe to assume that they won't have issues fitting in their desk because of their size. I realize that these desks are no longer traditional and they no longer serve the students that I work for. My vision is to kind of use the furniture as like a lab and invite teachers during my planning period to share this space so that they could come and figure out if it works best for them. By opening up my classroom and allowing teachers to come during their planning periods, they would have an opportunity to test it out before they get their students to do it. With VS Furniture, I feel that we could create these combinations in the classroom that students would be able to engage and collaborate.
After deliberating, the judges have chosen the winner.
I was really impressed with the caliber of presentations that were shared. Saw all of your passion, but one stood out to me for sure.
You've taken the innovation to go outside the box.
The opportunity for one person to collectively move the needle for the entire community, I felt was strongest with Melanie Collins Small. And thank you very much for your presentation and congratulations.